All right, so here we are, this first section here. So some teachers do it differently than I do. I like to just send out invites, but other teachers will give you the classroom code. So if you get an invite, it will look like this as you see on my screen now, where I have this invite at the top. If I click join, I'll join that class, and it'll be a class I'm a part of. If you have a code, you'll go in and enter the code in from the plus sign at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and join. And once you click join, it will go straight into the class that you're in and show you what's there. So here we have a few assignments already posted. And what I want to do is, now some teachers will leave things posted in the stream, which is where we are right now. If you look at the bottom left here, stream is selected. And so the stream can have full posts of the assignment. It can have just little notifications like this, or it can not post anything at all. For my classes, I don't post anything in the stream for assignments because I want the stream to be announcements based only. I keep the stream clean that way, and my announcements don't get buried with assignments being posted. Where for my class, you go, or really any class, you can do this anyway. You want to go to the classwork tab, and that's where you're going to see all of your assignments. So you go in here, and here's just a few examples I just made. Ms. Veal's helping me out with this. So I posted these assignments, and there's 3 right now, but it could be any number of them. So I'm going to go in, and for the first one is just a work example. It's just a Google Doc that's there, and I made it so that everybody gets their own copy. So each student, if there were more, would have their own copy. So the work is a Google Doc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go work on it. So I click down here, pulls up my work at the bottom here, so you can see that little arrow that's there. I can add private comments, or I can add a class comment to the whole thing on the top. So I'm going to click the arrow to pull up my assignment, and here is my copy of the assignment. If I want to add a different attachment, say I worked it out on paper, I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But for this one, I'm going to work it out actually on the document. So I'm going to click my Google Doc, it'll open on here, and I can go in and I can click on it and type. I got to edit it first. I got to click this little pencil up here. Now I can go in and I can actually write. So I have an Apple Pencil. If your teacher has styluses, I have styluses. If you're interested in having just a cheapo stylus, you're welcome to borrow or have one of my cheapo styluses. There's some pretty good ones on Amazon for $15. I have some of those too. I'm not going to give those ones away, but I can show you where to find those on Amazon if you're interested. But you can write on it. You can also, and then you can save at the top right there, and it automatically turns it into a PDF saying that it's edited. Takes a second for it to turn into a PDF, but it's done. So notice that it's not here. You can't see it anymore on here because this is still the Google Doc that I was given. So if I want to instead work on the Google Doc itself, I'm going to click the box with the arrow on the top right, and that will open it in Google Docs instead. It takes a second to open that. And I'm in dark mode, so it's kind of hard to see it, but it's here. So now I'm on the Google Doc. I can type in as I need. Just typed in some random letters. And it'll save it again automatically. If I hit the check, it saves it. I can go back to Google Classroom, and it should save my work automatically because it is a Google Doc, so it'll automatically save it. It doesn't show it here again because it is still working on talking back and forth. If I close it out, you can see if I click on it again, there's that word that I just randomly typed in there. It doesn't show it automatically, but it is there, I promise. And of course, if you want to send it to somebody, you can send it somehow, however you want to do it that way. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but hey, maybe you're collaborating on some assignment, maybe, I don't know. But you can also see there's the PDF that I made, just doodling on it with my Apple Pencil or stylus, if that's what you have. So now when I'm ready to turn it in, I just hit turn in. It'll ask you, are you sure you want to turn in your work? Yeah, I'm ready to turn it in. And there we go. So if your assignment is a Google Doc, slides, sheets, anything Google related or web-based, it'll be like this. So now I'm going to go look at the other assignments here. So we have attaching a work example. So this one, I'm going to actually attach a picture. I'm just going to take a picture of a random thing on my desk here, so nothing crazy. But again, so it says I need to attach a picture, so I'm going to go down and hit the arrow up. I'm going to add an attachment, and it gives me some options. So I can pick a photo I already have. I can pick something up that's from my Google Drive, and I'll show you again that here in a moment. or I can use my camera, or I can create a new Google Doc if I want to do that. So I'm going to use my camera, and it will ask you at first if you've never given it access to your camera, if you want to give it access. Yeah, I do. So now here, I'm in the way there, but so let me just take a picture of my, I don't know, here, of my classroom. There we go. There we go. Not quite ready, but it's almost ready for the start of the school year. So I'm going to use this photo. That's attaching the work example picture. And there we go. There it is. So it's done. Again, I can add private comments here if I want to, or if my teacher has given me private comments, it would be here. So then I'm going to arrow down. It stays there no matter what. If I leave, come back, I can continue to work on whatever I'm working on. But here I'm ready to turn it in, so let's turn it in. Again, same process. So now I have one more assignment to work on. This one is, again, attaching something. So I'm going to attach a PDF. But again, just like any other assignment, like with the Google Doc assignment, if you have an assignment that is a Google Doc, and you want to write on it instead, it'll turn it into a PDF. Or if you have an assignment that is a PDF, you can also write on that. So I'm going to edit this one, and I'm going to also add an attachment as well. So I'm going to go in and edit this one. And again, you notice there's that pencil up at the top right. So I can click on that, and it'll go in. I can zoom in, so pinch to zoom. I can work out these problems. So use inductive reasoning to determine the next two terms in the sequence. This is math stuff because I can't help myself. That's what I teach, right? So if I want to work that out, I can do that. So it's going to be 32 for the first one, and then 37. And I'm not going to keep going, but there we go. And again, once I'm done, I got to hit save. If I don't hit save, if I just leave the app, it's likely to not save my work, and I want it to save my work. So I definitely need to hit save. Just like if you're on a computer, you always hit save, right? Well, if you're working on something that's not web-based. Most web-based things auto-save for you, right? So it's not an issue. So now it's saved. It doesn't show my edited version here. This is the copy that I was given. Again, when I go to edit it, it makes another copy of the assignment. So I'm going to close this out. And now, see, it's changed to edited. You can see my work on there. Sometimes it auto readjusts. Sometimes you have to go out and come back in. But it is there. It's edited. And I can see, as a teacher, I can go in and see edited. Oh, I know so-and-so went in and edited the work. So then also, if I want it to maybe do it on paper, I can take a picture like I did before, or I can go in and add an attachment from, let's say, my Google Drive. I'm going to just go find some random file from my Google Drive. I can actually find that drive file if I wanted to, but let's see in my recents if there's anything that I can just throw on there. Okay, here. Well, there we go. So in my recents, there's the one that I worked on earlier. It says I'm not the owner, even though I created it, but all right. That was already attached. It won't let me attach that one again. Come on. It's interesting that it won't let me attach the one that I'm definitely the owner of, but that's okay. Oh, I know why. Because I turned it in. When you turn in assignments, your teacher becomes the owner of it again instead of you, because it is turned in work. It makes it so that you can't go back and edit your work after you turn it in. Google's pretty smart about some of that stuff, I guess, huh? But you can always unsubmit it, and then you can go in and work on it again. I'm just going to attach this random attachment here, random PDF in my drive. So there it is. It's attached, and now I'm ready to go ahead again and turn it in. And there we go. It's submitted. Again, I can unsubmit if I want to and work on it some more. However you want to do that. If you have turned it in early and you want to take it back and work on it some more, you can. You can also filter if you want to. And if you click on this little thing up here, the little, looks like a clipboard at the top right, it also shows you what all you have to work on. So if you're interested in, and it'll show you what you have for this class specifically. But if you're not in, if it's maybe a long list of things here and you want to see what you have, so it'll show if you've turned it in, if it's missing, or if you haven't started yet and it's not missing yet, it'll show all that information there for you. I think that's all I got for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your teachers or Mr. G down in G203. I am a Google certified trainer. That doesn't just apply to teachers, guys.